Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? If this is your first time to THORNEWS, I am Star-Lord New Thor 7, your planetary defense commander. And these videos are for people seeking information pertinent to their health and safety, or for the super cool, the super talented, and the super awesome who are in it to win it. Asteroid Fight Club, Astonishers. If you are not one of those two groups, you might feel cognitive dissonance, get mad, and then start screaming your beliefs at me. So, just trying to warn you ahead of time, because I've been talking about volcanoes and hurricanes and the sun and solar weather and space weather and earthquakes and auroras and crazy people in economics, plus women. Oh my God, yeah, women. For a long time. And now, a lot of these subjects are dead center on the map. As a couple months ago, I predicted, with an erupting volcano in Hawaii erupting like we've never seen in modern history, if Mother Earth is like us and quote-unquote sweats and is trying to cool down herself, then sending a hurricane to her could bring in a whole lot of water real fast. It's like calling for the water boy if you're playing football. Do people even play football anymore? Okay. So, it wasn't until about 2 days ago that the models thought that Lane, which is a hurricane, flirting with Cat 5 at some point, was just going to go south of Hawaii. Now models have it taking a hard hook to the right. And as I've been noting, the weather is extremely weird and extremely wild. And as others have pointed out, weather models have been extremely inefficient lately. And so, the Pacific Ocean, kind of like last year, but different, because we didn't have an exploding volcano in Hawaii going on with such severity, though it has died down. But I believe that will lead to a shift in the pressure as the patterns shift, because our Earth rotates on an axis. Please don't scream flat Earth at me now. This is about the weather. I would love to see your flat Earth weather forecasts, by the way. Okay. So, yeah, and I'm just saying, you got people in Hawaii. I don't know. Maybe it was the Brady Bunch that ruined me. I had this idea that Hawaiians could be like part magic, part awesome. So, they can handle a hurricane. They live in the mountains and they know the turf really well. So, they've been handling hurricanes for a while, I guess. So I don't even need to tell them to prepare. Maybe they're listening to the trees and Pele, the volcano itself, and the air. And they're already preparing and maybe felt this in their veins or blood. Who knows? I am a writer and a screenwriter and an artist, so a lot of times I just see things in pictures and hear characters start talking. It's real funny like. Some people call it crazy. Some people call it having a good imagination. Astronaut captures whirling typhoon Soulik from space. So we're dealing with Lane in a brew, Soulik and Cimaron over in the Pacific. So there is Lane chugging along at around Cat 4, Cat 5. Expected to take a hard right, and then over in Asia we have Soulik and Cimaron. Fujiwara, her typhoons. Well, I don't know. They do naming stuff like with the metric system to really throw your mind off, so it doesn't think properly. So in our side of the world, it's called the hurricane. In their side of the world, it's called typhoon. On our side of the world, it's called a Fujiwara when there are two of them. On their side of the world, it's called a binary. So I think these are binary typhoons. So this is like brand new, something we ain't seen before. And as I've been pointing out for about a week or so, it's going to be a double landfalling hurricane. And so, a double landfalling Fujiwara typhoon. It's going to be, I think, hitting parts of China with two typhoons at the same time, pretty much. I ain't never seen that, you know? It's like a new boss if you're in a video game or you got to fight. And shit, we didn't even improve anything from last year when shit was really bad. Only it seems to be really bad now, but just different. So you got 2 landfalling typhoons coming to a place in the area, a lot of Asia. You know, you're talking Vietnam, Japan, Taiwan, India, China, all going up really horrific flooding. And guess who always gets the shaft when Mother Nature goes on a tear? Poor people. Poor people are always in the lowest lying lands, have the least amount to prepare, get access to information. And so, I don't know, I'm a Christian, so watching poor people get their ass kicked day in and day out all over the globe, well, the super rich seem to be doing okay, and I ain't mad at them. I'm just saying, because being mad at the middle of a hurricane right now just doesn't seem to be appropriate. I'm mad at anybody, to be honest. What was I saying? Oh yeah, poor people always get the shaft. And somehow, when my own religious right comes out, it's like, no, we're waiting for the rapture. So we'll let poor people continue to get the shaft while we wait for Jesus to show up. That sounds like a shitty-ass plan, man. What type of fucking crappy movies did you watch when you were a kid? You know what type of rock and roll did you listen to? Hell no. We don't just lay down, roll over, take our pants off, and let Satan ride his motorcycle right up our ass. That's not what we do. You know, just prepare. Oh yeah, we'll just hang out. Let God save us. Doesn't sound like that great of a plan, man, and shit is getting weirder. So, I don't know. We got to start making plans and preparations together. Better. We got to start working as a team. If everybody would stop judging people, acting like they were God. You're like, no, I know. Like, everybody's trying to send everybody to jail while we're getting pounded and creamed and curb stomped by Mother Nature and corporations. Like, we can't let the broken spoke run the show, I would say. All you got to do is calm down and realize, oh shit, we got to start working together. Everything will be okay. But yeah, shit is pretty fucked up right now. Somebody's like, man, I don't like it. He's cussing. I'll let my kid hear this. Well, kid, we got $21 trillion, a government that has its head up its ass at all times, regardless of who's in fucking office, and a public that is arguing about chew toys. Like, one group thinks a chew toy said fart, and one group thinks a chew toy said shark. Somehow they hate each other and swear they're going to hell over it. Or, I'm going to impeach you, or I'm going to throw you in jail. And I was like, holy shit, we got problems to solve, people. I don't even know what the hell this hurricane's doing. And then volcanoes. Nobody wants to talk about volcanoes. So, yeah, shit's crazy. And this is a signal, I would say right now, if you're not watching the things we're watching, that, yeah, when all these patterns shift to us in the United States, the mainland, Hawaii is the United States. I know a lot of Americans don't put a lot of consideration into the islands. Hawaii's had a major volcano going on. It's been pumping out gases and smoke, by the way. You know, the wildfires. All the smoke in the air quality's getting shittier around. It's time to work together. Stop fighting and arguing over fucking definition of climate change or not climate. Like, who cares, man? The house on fire. You know, we gotta get out of the house, and then we gotta build another house. You know, we gotta build a house in a safe zone, and I don't know. So yeah, this report's probably not that. It's the energy is weird all over. There's another thing I want to point out. Sometimes I think science and religion conspired to where people can't talk about cool stuff. No, you have to talk about your iPhone. No, you have to talk about The Bachelor. No, you have to talk about your politician of the day. You can't talk about planets. You sinner heathen witch. How dare thee mention Jupiter, Venus, Earth, Luna, Mars, Pluto, Neptune. Those are but demigods. Everyone knows there is only one God, and to mention the names of other gods is a sin. And I'm like, what? What the fuck? And why did my cable bill just double and my electricity bill just quadrupled? Plus, I was taking a lot of heat last night. I can't discuss it. I love you guys. Okay, it's so, I'm like, why was last night, like I woke up just, like I had somebody beat the shit out of me. And so it was like, oh, Mars and the moon, Lilith. So close to Earth. Venus far away. Mercury over there. Neptune. So I was like, okay, yeah, that explains it. But all the planets are on the same side of the sun. And as they move around the sun, you know, it's like if you have all the people on the same side of the boat on one side, you know, it's not necessarily going to tip the boat over, but it's going to affect the way the boat flies. And sometimes I think our solar system is running away from the galactic core. Because sometimes if you look into the galactic core, it's kind of creepy. But it's always beautiful and magnificent in the weirdest of ways. So let's take a peek at the sun and what she's doing right now. Because she's been kind of active. But shit is so crazy all over. And even talk to people. Someone's always going to be freaking out somewhere, offended. Like I said, cognitive dissonance. That shit is real. Ooh. So this is the sun. Asterisk. I can't verify. I didn't go up and lick it. So yep, it's really a sun. Like I can verify vagina. Whoop, there it is. 11:11, make a wish. Hold on a second. Okay, I made a wish. Did you? It was at my recording. Like it was at the 11:11 mark. So man, look at the sun shaking and rocking, and we got earthquakes, 8 points, 7.6 points, up and down the ring of fire, volcanoes popping off. It's like the whole world has become Rome. Also, people who think, okay, it's in the Bible, I got it all figured out. Make a video for me. Take every single, or just like every page of Revelation and break down every single sentence, man. It's like Nostradamus. It's like something that opens your imagination up, but I ain't never seen nobody fully define everything properly. Ever. Not even close. A lot of people still on the internet. It's like, hell yeah, I decoded all that shit in the Bible, in the book of Revelation. Like, what? What? We're all going to die? It's like, it's not. No, man. I wrote like 12 movies and didn't even come close to capturing it all. What are you talking about? Typhoons, hurricanes, lanes brew, women. Women. Okay. Who is Lanesborough? You know, I got a feeling for at least one or two y'all, it's you. Okay, so I'll try and be saner, but, you know. There's one good thing about my pay grade is I kind of get to act however I want to. Which is good, because me is cool. I only mean what I say. I'm never intending to hurt or harm anybody. Like I said, if what I believe affects what you believe, don't get mad at me, dude. You're free to believe whatever you want to. I'm free to believe whatever I want to. So, you can disagree, and a lot of people do. And I like it that we have different opinions on things. I don't want us all to be hive mind. Man, I went off the rails, but I'm looking at two typhoons, a hurricane. But one could hit Hawaii. I don't know. People are going to argue about those definitions. Like a comet and its coma. And we've had a bunch of comets passing by Earth. We have 2 comets that are pretty inbound, and one you can see on the satellites. So we got every little THORNEWS subject is here now. And the last 3 years have been rough. So people are like, ego is horrible. I'm like, well, mine's like 2. So I think I make better videos when I don't feel like I've had an army kick the shit out of me for 1,000 straight days. Whatever. Who knows? Maybe fun really is bad. But, like I said, I ain't that worried about Hawaii, even though this storm could be bad. But I'm hoping that they've braced in pretty well. Though, I don't know. I'll probably make another video in the near future. But it's all crazy. But if you had to tell America about, like, hey guys, we need to wake up and work together to deal with the volcanoes, the earthquakes, the hurricane, the floods, the wind, the atmosphere. If you'd been doing this for 5.75 years, how would you be feeling right now? I mean, no matter what, as good a job I've done, I don't feel like a success. I don't feel like a victory. The one victory I thought I got was when Putin handed Trump a soccer ball. I was like, hey, dude, that was cool. And then half of America was like, no, it's horrible. We're all going to die. I'm like, fuck. I'm so sick of that. But, yep. The thing I was talking about is here. And the binary Typhoons, those are going to kill people, do a lot of damage. And the less we awake to this and work together, it is possible to work together, people. We have free will, predestined free will, you have it. So let's work together, because that is the only plan that is going to work, or we're going to all fail together. So let me know, or just stay cool. I don't know, and I love you. Plus, Selena Gomez is cute, and you are too. God bless everyone. Stay cool, live long and prosper, and may the force be with you always. Maybe now is the moment when we hit the button together.